Starting a recording of this call too. Okay, so good morning everyone. And for anyone who doesn't know Axis, what you have to do is I'll be asking some questions and I'll be using the words, will you destroy and uncreate it? All you have to do is say a yes then. You can say it loudly or in your mind. And as long as you say yes, things will work. And then I'll be saying some statements like right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. I'm going to post a reference material in the group so you can read and understand what this right, wrong, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds is. But your job is just to say yes and perceive. There will be a lightness whenever you say yes. So are you guys willing to say yes? Are you willing to change your lights? Okay, so let's get started. Good morning and thank you for everyone joining. So let's start with today. How do we want to be? Today is a weekday, and there's a reason I do this call on weekdays, because everyone who goes to office or everyone who has Monday blues, we want to make our Monday easier. And I hope that it's changing for a few people after listening to this call. So let's start with the standard question with a different energy today. What can I be or do different to be so much better than whoever I was yesterday? And everything that does not allow you to outcreate yourself, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So I'm going to mute all of you. Please type yes in the chat or just say yes in your head. That's fine, because there's other background noise coming, and then there's some noise in the recording. Last time a couple of people were saying there's some noise in the recording. Hi Shweta, good morning. But if you do have a question, please unmute yourself and do ask anytime. It's not a problem, especially if you don't understand what I'm saying or you need something in between. Otherwise, the last 10 minutes also we can take questions. That's also fine. Okay, thanks everyone for joining. And I'm asking the same question again. What can you be or do different today to be a better version of whoever you were yesterday? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I've decided that today is Monday and my work is going to be hard for me. Will you now destroy it and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So how many of you are working? I think if you can raise your hands or put it on the chat. Okay, Ujala, thank you. How many of you don't work on weekends and work only on Mondays to Fridays? Few people like that too? Okay, Ujala, yes. So everywhere I have decided my work is so different from my life that I have to suffer from Monday to Friday. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. I also work all days, Madhu. It's fine. So if you want to work all days energetically, work has to become play. Would you like that? The word work itself is very heavy. So every time you look at anything, and it can be any work, even a healing work, if you look at it as work, even this call that I'm doing, if I say this is my work, just catch the energy of that. So work should not feel like work. It should not, then it becomes life, and then you live at your work. So that's where we want to get to, because every moment given to us on this earth is so precious. Every moment is so precious, and every moment is something so great. It's a gift. That's why it's called the present moment. So when you look at it like that, it becomes amazing. So how do you become that? How do you make every moment of your life amazing? There are two things. Either do what you like. If you don't like something, don't do it, or like what you do. Start liking what you do. So it's okay. Some of the work is not so easy. Like if you have to clean the house, or even the job I work in, it's not that easy and it's not that fun. But I keep asking questions. How much fun can this be for me? Okay, let's ask this question before everything that you perceive as work today. For some people, is sleeping also hard work? How many of you are sleeping properly? Just getting the energy that some people are not sleeping properly. Everywhere you've made even sleep so hard and as much as work that you cannot sleep, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shots, boys, miss. Guys, this is the clearing for the night, not for the day. but you can run this tonight. Everywhere I have decided that life is so hard as work that I cannot even sleep peacefully. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to be fully present with everything I do today, to perceive it as fun and to be creative with whatever I do today? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. With how much? Do you have a question, Anush? Okay, good. So let's do this. Do you guys, would you guys like to be creative? Yes? Okay. How many of you have decided that you're not at all creative, and you be so creative in deciding that you're not creative? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. We all like to judge ourselves. You like to say that I'm the most uncreative person. And I've met these amazing people. When I look at them, I'm like, this person is so creative. But you know what they say? They say I'm very uncreative. I'm the most uncreative person ever. Creativity doesn't come to me. Any of you do that? Yes? No? Yes, okay. So what if you're so creative, you keep on telling in 1,000 ways that you're not creative? Even that is a creativity. All the reasons you give to yourself to prove that you're uncreative, that is a creativity, is it not? So everywhere I'm not willing to acknowledge my creativity, even though I can create thousands or millions of reasons to prove that I'm not creative. Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What can you be or do different today to have so much fun and be so creative in everything that you do, whether it's work or play or sleep? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Because we were born to have fun, and the fun is in the difference of creativity, in the diversity of what each one of you can create. And the diversity is not comparing with others, but knowing that there is something which only you can create. And even if I draw a picture and someone else draws the same picture, it will be different, is it not? Because my energy is different, the other person's energy is different. So would you like to unleash that creative potential? Yes. And when does this creative potential work? When you relax, when you're peaceful. So all of you who have made peace also as hard as work, and you have to work really hard for peace, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So this peace and relaxation is just a state of mind, is it not? And whose mind is this? Whose mind is this? Yeah, you guys can type on the chat. If it's your mind, yeah, if it's your mind, you can bring it to peace, is it not? But most of the time it's not your mind. That's the thing. There is so many thoughts that are not yours. We pick up from everyone, and that's why in Access there is a beautiful tool called Who Does It Belong To? So I'm going to do this clearing. Everything that I picked up yesterday, all the beliefs, points of view, unnecessary thought patterns, emotions that I've picked up from everyone in this lifetime, which is no longer serving me and which I know is not where I want to head. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all and let it go right now?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. All the beliefs, judgments, points of views, unwanted thought patterns that I've picked up from my parents, from my friends, from my neighbors, from anyone else, that is not serving me anymore and that is not bringing me closer to the truth of who I am. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. That's a shortcut clearing, so that just trying everything you picked up from any lifetime just goes away in an instant. Are you guys willing to go there and become completely new today? Yes? Yes, okay. So all the points of views, beliefs, limitations that I've picked up from others, or that I have created myself from this lifetime and across lifetimes, which is no longer serving the truth of who I am and who I would like to become? Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity times a godzillion, right now? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison meals. All the beliefs, systems, points of view, limiting thoughts, emotions, feelings that are not mine, that I've picked up from others, or that I've created from this lifetime and across lifetimes, that no longer serve who I am and who I would like to become. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Okay. Yes, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison. A few of you may not be saying yes. Please just say yes. Even if you don't believe it, just say yes. It will start changing. Okay, it will change. Let's just let it go. So all the past baggage that I'm still carrying on to, which is making my life heavier, will you now drop it, let it go, destroy and uncreate it times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison, beyonds. If today was a new day, how would your life be? If you forgot, what can I be or do different to forget all the parts of my past that is limiting me, and to be able to recall it only if I require it? And everything that does not allow me to be that space of the presence that I can truly be. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, is someone raising their hands? Jasmina, do you have a question?
Nithya, by mistake it happened. Actually, I wanted to open my chat box.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. So what can I be or do different to forget all the past that no longer serves me, to let it go, and to recall it only if required? Everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. All the limiting beliefs, all the limiting points of view, all the limiting projections, expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections that I've picked up from my parents, from my families, from my friends, from the television sets, and that I've created myself from this lifetime and across lifetimes. Will you now destroy and uncreate it, all of that times a godzillion?
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. What can I be or do different to receive all of these clearing statements with so much ease, with all my barriers down, and everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive this as much as I'm willing to today? Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can I be or do different for this week to be so easy for me, to be so happy for me, and everything that does not allow me to become that energy that changes everything externally to suit me? Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes,
Right,
please.
wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different this week to be so happy, to be so joyous? So, and even though if something does not go in my favor, I still become more joyous. And everything that does not allow you to laugh at all the circumstances that do not go your way this week, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to respond with ease and to be something different, so that just by my sheer presence, I shift all the energies that show up that are not contributing to me? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive this, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all
Yes.
eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So what can I be or do different to let go of all the layers of unconsciousness that I've chosen consciously or unconsciously, and for me to be in touch with the truth of who I am? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So everything that does not allow me to be the truth of who I am with everyone I meet, so that my being can help them change the way they respond to me and to their life. And everything that brought up and let down for you, times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Is it making sense to you guys, what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. If you're not getting it, let me know. Or if you have questions, do let me know. So that's the magic. You be something different so that people around you become different. That's the trick. So there's something deep inside of you, which is consciousness. And we're not trying to become conscious. You are conscious. So all of us are very conscious. All of us are very infinite. All of us are very powerful. So don't try to become that. You have to know that you're that. And what you have to do is unlearn what you have learned to stop you from being who you are. So everything that I have learned, which I should not have learned, everything that I've learned, which I should not have learned, and I've made the deepest part of myself so that I become so less of who I truly am. Will you now destroy and uncreate all of those learnings to get into a world of wonder and curiosity and relearn the truth of consciousness? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. So everywhere, I love to doubt myself. How many of you are still doubting yourself? I don't think this is true. Yeah. It becomes truer, guys. It is true. And it is easier when you don't doubt yourself. If you doubt yourself, what do you do with the universe? What will the universe do? Universe always wants to prove you right. The universe loves you so unconditionally. So at every minute it is telling you, you are right. You are correct. So if I say I doubt myself, I can't do this, the universe always says you're correct. It's tatastu, always. Yes, you are right. So your doubt also becomes right. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So everywhere you would love to doubt yourself so that you can prove that you're right when you do something wrong, and at least hold on to saying that I'm so right because I'm wrong. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So do you guys want to be right for doing something wrong? That's not fun. Is it fun? It's not fun, right? So don't make yourself wrong. What can I be or do different to acknowledge myself and get into a space where I never have to make myself wrong? I only am a space of learning. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. So what energy, space, consciousness, and choice can I be to not doubt myself and to not make myself wrong, and to enable other people around me to also not want to make themselves wrong? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I'm used to being so wronged in my life, and everywhere that I've been disacknowledged, I now choose to acknowledge myself in a way that I've never before. I now choose to acknowledge the gift that I truly am, so that I can see it in myself and I can see it in everyone else, and I can empower everyone else to see it in them. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So everything that does not allow me to celebrate all my creations for the whole week, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes, please.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what does it mean? Even if someone in your workplace comes and says you did something bad, please celebrate it, because you have created it with your doubt. If you ever had a doubt last week, saying that will this work, will this not work, even for 1 second. That is how powerful you are. It's not that I have to doubt myself all the time, but even if I doubt myself for 1 second, that is what you'll create. So whenever something for me gets created that is like not so like great, again it's a judgment. When you say something is not so great, it's just a judgment, it's nothing else. But then it's like not so great, I'm like, oh wow, I had this thought, and that's exactly what's got created. So everything that does not allow you to know your own power of creation and connect where you created something that you would like to change and be able to change it at will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, boys and beyonds. So everything that you perceive this week, which you would like to change, what can you be or do different to acknowledge that you created it? And what can you be or do different to acknowledge that you would like to change it at will and be able to change it with your sheer presence? And everything that does not allow you to be that present, and everything that does not allow you to believe in yourself, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, boys and beyonds. Okay, so are all of you willing to stop doubting yourself just for today? One day can we give ourselves?
Yes.
From now till tonight. No saying I can't do it, I doubt myself on anything.
Okay.
Okay? And what happens if you go wrong?
That's
That's
fine.
okay. That's fine. That's okay.
That's fine. That's okay. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're not going to lose anything if you do even 10 mistakes today. Is that okay? Even if I do 100 mistakes today, I'm not going to lose anything because tomorrow comes.
Yes.
Tomorrow comes. And if I don't remember my mistake of yesterday, tomorrow is beautiful. If I remember my mistake of yesterday and past life and day before and 10 years back, it's going to be really hard. And why do I remember the mistake that I made? Does anyone know? Why do you remember those mistakes you made? Anyone wants to answer on the chat or?
Makes you judge yourself. I mean, self-critical.
Because it got us pain.
Because
So
it brought
that-
you pain.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
what you
Because
Exactly.
you don't want to make the same mistake.
Yes, exactly. So why do I recall that mistake all the time? Because I don't want to make the same mistake again. And I'm very clear. What is the clarity here? I would not like to make that mistake ever again. Is it not? But what if I tell you, and this is true because you've experienced it, the more you remember the mistake, you're going to create the same mistake again. The more you try to avoid making the mistake, you will create the exact mistake again. You guys would have seen it. How many of you have made the same mistakes? Yes, because you thought about it. Because you're still in that mistake. Right? So this is when we have a reference point. What is a reference point? Something in my mind, I can immediately go to that point. If someone says something bad against me, I immediately go to that reference point where 100 people have said bad things about me. This is life, guys. Life is not like, life is beautiful, but there's a lot of unwanted things also. It is not easy. Life, we should make it easy. But that doesn't mean that we've not had shit in our life. It doesn't mean that no one has scolded you or abused you or you've not abused yourself. It has always been something or the other has been there. But today is different and we can choose something different. That's where we want to go. So if I remember my mistake, I can reference to it. I can immediately recollect. This person is scolding me just like my mother scolded me. And I'm keeping on referring to something that is in my head. And I recreate it because that's how powerful I am. And if I resist something, if you resist something, your resistance is already won. You've already lost. That situation has already won because you resisted it. And what if the simplest trick is not to recollect that, not to reference that, not to resist that? Doesn't that sound simple? You don't have to be an effect of anything that happens to you. It can pass by you. Are you willing to not being the effect? Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. So all the reference points and objectives that I still hold on to so dearly in order to prevent myself from making a mistake, but which causes me to make the mistake again and again, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. All the reference points and objectives that I'm holding on to so dearly because I do not want to repeat the same mistake that I made in the past. But that is what enables me to create the same mistake again. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right,
Yes.
wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. All the resistance I have to having gratitude for myself and everyone around me, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So when you're grateful to yourself, things will work out. Trust me. If you're grateful to yourself and things don't work out, may happen for some people. You just say, I'm so grateful to myself. I'm so grateful to this person. And then they do something which is completely the opposite of gratitude. If you have faced that, has anyone faced that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's clear that and get to the truth of gratitude. Why would, when you are so grateful for everything and then you follow gratitude for yourself, why would something still go wrong, or why would you perceive something went wrong? It's because there's an underlying point of view. You've associated gratitude with something else. You've associated, if I'm grateful to myself or the other person, they might backstab me, and it could come from any lifetime. So all the underlying points of view that are stopping you from being so grateful and experiencing the magic of being grateful to yourself and everyone else, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the underlying points of view that you're holding on to that is stopping you from being grateful to yourself and grateful to everyone else, that you've picked up from this lifetime or across lifetimes, or that you've created in this lifetime or across lifetimes. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy and uncreate all of those for all eternity right now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, someone is asking me, how do I forget the past mistakes? Brinda, you just forget. Do you remember, do you guys remember the color of the dress that you wore yesterday? Anyone remembers that? Does anyone remember what you ate? What did you eat last week, Monday morning, after this call? Very important. I told you to be present with breakfast. Who remembers? No, we don't remember. We are actually beings who love to forget. Why do you remember that mistake as if it's like, this is a mistake? Because you've made it solid. So, Brinda, if you can forget what you ate last week, Monday, especially after I told all of you to be present with the breakfast you eat, you can forget everything. So everything that does not allow you to forget at will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what value do you still feel there is about remembering your mistakes? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good,
Yes.
bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So today is a gift. It is a gift. This moment is a gift. So in this moment, if I'm recalling the past or the future, I've lost the gift. And let's start by living the gift. Acknowledge the gift that the present moment is. And if you acknowledge it for a few days or few times, things will start changing. Okay, so everything that does not allow me to let go of my past baggage and be a new being today, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Everything that does not allow me to be the energy of everyone getting confused of who I am today and what I've become, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So why don't you confuse everyone in your workplace so they don't know how to respond to you? Does that sound like fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
And how do you do that? By being joyful. How much energy of joy can I be today so that no one can shake me internally? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. How to come out of guilt? See, Again, why do we feel guilty? What does guilt mean? I did something wrong, and I want to. I feel guilty as a reference point to correct myself. Is it not? I should change this. I made a mistake. I've been taught to feel guilty for it because then that guilt will make sure I don't repeat the mistake again.
I should not be doing it again.
You should not be doing it again. So the reason for us to feel guilty itself is because I acknowledge that I don't want to do it again. I could have done something better. But if I hold on to guilt, it makes me feel so wrong. And how will the universe respond to guilt? Because the universe makes me correct. Whatever I put, the universe gives me back. So how does the universe respond to guilt? With punishment. So guilt is a beautiful way of punishing yourself. So everywhere you love punishing yourself, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And that's why is it self-punishment there? Because what you're saying is, I've made a mistake, I don't want to repeat it, and I want to get to a place where I'm better. Why do I want to get better? Because I would like to like myself. I would like to one person to like me, or at least me to like myself. So everything we do, I don't want to repeat a mistake. Why? Because I want to like myself. I want to get better. I don't want to feel. I want to feel guilty. Why? Because I don't repeat the mistake. I want to feel better. I criticize myself so much. Why? Because I want to get better. So everything is for you to like yourself, is it not? So if you look at it guilt that way, and you actually start liking yourself, it is easier. But if I hold on to the self-critic and guilt and reference points, it is harder. So do you want to make this journey of liking yourself easier or harder? That's your choice. And what if there is no one like you? There's no one, it's true, right? There's no one else like you. So you're a unique gift by yourself. And it's okay. If I make a mistake, what do? I have the next moment. How many moments are there today? If we break down today into 10 seconds, how many moments are there? I can't do the maths, very bad at maths. So if anyone knows the maths, you can please do it. Otherwise, it's just lots. The answer is lots. Okay? And today I've learned to laugh at myself. When I say I'm bad at maths, it's fun. It is not with judgment or with, oh my God, I couldn't even do maths. And anyway, many people who have met me in these days, they have a question. They're like, how did you pass engineering? But it's okay. I managed to pass. Like, how did you pass engineering? You can't even do this much maths. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I managed to pass somehow. So you don't have to be hard on yourself, because for everything that you can't do, like if I can't do maths that well, there is something that you're really good at. So why is the focus on all the mistakes or the things that don't go well instead of the focus on what's going well? So everywhere I've been taught to focus on everything that's going wrong so that I can change it and start liking myself. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be so that I don't have to prove myself to me, so I can acknowledge who I am, so I can live happy and free as I can be? And everything that does not allow me to live every moment today being happy and being free, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So how many of you would like to be free? Okay. Thank you. Sunena, yeah, thank you for answering. So guys, that was a trick question. If you want to be free, you've decided you're not free. And who told you you're not free? Your mind. So what can you be or do different to perceive the freedom of living and the freedom of breathing that you truly have? Instead of getting into your mind and lying to yourself that you're trapped. everything that is, and all the shiku, implants and explants that hold that in place, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So all the underlying points of view and assumptions and conclusions and judgments and decisions and separations that you have picked up or created in this lifetime and across lifetimes, that you're not free and that you're trapped by someone or something or by yourself or by the circumstances. Will you now destroy and uncreate all of that for all eternity right now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Now someone has a question on physical pain. If you have pain on your body, don't get into my body is a trap or my body is wrong. Body is a tool that's trying to tell you something. So you can try this question. One is, who does it belong to? Whoever this pain belongs to, before I made it mine, I send it back to them with consciousness attached. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and girls. So let's do all this. Let's do this. Whatever you've picked up as pain, unwanted emotions, limiting thoughts, and whoever all these pain, thoughts, beliefs belong to, before you made it yours, will you now send it back to them with consciousness attached right now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, everywhere I love to judge my body, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Only when you judge your body, you'll get a lot of pain, and obesity is just a judgment. It's not true. The creator did not tell us that, okay, this thin person looks so pretty and you look ugly. It is a judgment that has been put into us. And the best way to let go of anything extra is to not call it extra. The best way to let go of pain or anything in the body is to not validate it. When I have pain, if I say I have pain or my body has pain, you make it double, you triple it, because you're that powerful. So if you have pain, let's use this words. Instead of feel, say perceive. I perceive pain. I perceive pain. And I'm willing to let it go. Let's change the way we talk. Okay, will you guys start saying, instead of saying it's my pain, I feel pain, I'm fat, I perceive pain, I'm willing to let it go. I'm willing to go beyond judgment about my body. Because your body is a gift. It is meant to give you pleasure. What is the pleasure your body can give you? Eating. Can you eat without your body? Can you see without your body? Can you sleep without your body? I'm going to plug my note. Can you sleep without your body? No. So can you breathe without a body? So the body is designed to give you pleasure, not pain. So everywhere you have been wronged and you've locked all the wrongness in your body so that your body is a tool of pain instead of pleasure. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Addiction. Addictions is usually a void. So something within me has to be filled by something outside. So everywhere I've decided that I don't have so much power within, and that the power I have within is not the best for me, so that I cannot fill my own void with my own gratitude that's bigger than anything else. And I look for something outside to fill that. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I've decided that the food or the alcohol or the drugs is what can fill my never-ending void. And because it's a never-ending void, it will never be filled. So I get addicted. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. All the illusions I have about a never-ending void that has to be filled and validated by something outside of me, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. So what energy is there within me which I can amplify and extrapolate and use it to fill all my voids of a need for validation, of a need for acknowledgement, of a need for love, or any other need that I've created as a void. And everything that does not allow me to be there in that way for myself. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong,
Yes.
good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. So you might want to listen to this clearing again and again. That would definitely help you. If you got it from once, that is amazing. Nothing like that. Nothing like it. That's also possible, guys. It's just a choice. Let go. No more judgment of your body. Your body is a gift. So everything that does not allow you to perceive. 5 minutes.
The class is getting cut, so I skip.
5 minutes, I'll give you. Okay. So everything that does not allow you to realize the gift that your body is, will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay. Sunina, are you feeling a bit better now? If there's anything else, let me know. Okay, awesome. So you might just want to listen to this clearing again and talk to your body different. Body, I perceive some discomfort. How can I let it go? What can I do to let it go? Don't add to it. So everywhere I perceive something and I'm so good at adding to it and concluding what it is and solidifying it so that I can prove that I'm right about something, at least in my life. Will you now destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, for all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So everywhere I have been so invalidated in my life that I invalidate myself so much that I would like to be wrong so I can be right about at least that the fact that I'm wrong. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. Let's choose to go beyond right and wrong. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. You are not wrong. None of you is wrong. Okay, trust me, none of you are wrong. And that doesn't mean we have to be right also, because if you are right, then the other person has to be wrong. So what if no one is right, no one is wrong, and life is just life? And then I live life from a different perspective, from a perspective of what more can life offer me? And life can offer you all the beauty when you relax, when you're not in judgment. Relax and no judgment. And no judgment means no judgment of yourself also. So the amazing people who don't judge others, but then you like to judge yourself. Beyond everything, it's my fault. It's always my fault. All the other people are good. I'm the one who's bad. So everywhere you've done that to yourself, you destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, men. And it's okay, whatever you did till yesterday, even if it was wrong, even if it was bad, it's okay, because today is different. And we have so many moments today. Like I said, I can't calculate it. But if you split today into seconds, there are so many seconds. What can I be or do different to make the best of every second that shows up today? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. I'll give you in 5 minutes. That's okay. Okay, so are you guys willing to make the best of the next moments that show up today?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and if you don't make the best of it, it's not a problem. It's completely okay. You have more seconds tomorrow. You have more seconds day after. Okay? So, no, don't judge yourself for judging yourself. Even if you do judge yourself, it's okay. Yes, Varsha, please ask your question.
Hi Nithya, this is a wonderful call. I have been attending it for the very first time and I found it so good. I really want to thank you.
Thank you so much.
The things which I was thinking in my mind totally picked them up energetically and, answered all those things. I was totally zapped the entire,
Oh, thank you
on
so
the
much.
entire call. It was amazing. Nithya, will we getting the recording of this call?
Yes, I am recording.
Okay, and do you have you started these calls earlier also, or this is the first day?
No, I think there were 4 earlier calls. I'll give you the recording of all the calls.
Yeah, I would really love to listen them
Sure.
because they really are wonderful.
Thank you so much.
So you are doing it on daily basis?
No, this every Monday.
Every Monday, fine.
And the energy I project is at least from Monday to Friday, you guys will be okay. Saturday, Sunday is like, if you guys don't cool at least on Saturday and Sunday, please learn that. And then we restart on Monday.
Okay.
Hi, Nithya.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Wonderful call. This is my first time with you. And I'd be
Thank you
grateful
so
if you
much.
could just post the other recordings on the group as well. I'm sure you shared it earlier.
Yes.
But if you can share it again, it would be great. Thank you.
Yes, we will. So there's a WhatsApp group. I hope all of you join the WhatsApp group. That's where I'll be posting it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And Nithya, thank you so much. And my first call with you too. And amazing. And as requested by all others, looking forward for all the recordings of the previous call too.
Thank you so much, Maya. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And I want to just acknowledge all of you are so great, because we cannot go to this level of clearings unless all of you are willing to receive it. So it's so nice to have so many people who can receive. And I've actually tricked you guys into a better life, whether you know it or not.
Nithya, I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I've been asking for something to change in my job, right?
Yes.
And while I am having a lot of ease at work, like I was just realizing that from past 2 to 3 works, I've actually not, like I've worked only 1 day per week, and that's the maximum effort I've put in. That's
You
the
work
kind
for
of
1 day? You didn't play for that 1 day also? Okay.
Yeah, little bit I have to do, right? So that's the kind of ease that I'm having. I want, like, I'm looking for a new opportunity, and if it's
Okay.
not showing up, I'm like going into conclusion that is my receiving not there? What am I not resisting? Am I asking with a lot of expectations? Yeah, what is it like? So I'm like literally getting confused, and when I see someone else getting there, I was like, okay, where did I go wrong here? So that's the question that I'm asking. Is wrong.
Okay, where did I go wrong? Is that a question?
No.
And everything you just said, is it a question?
It's kind of an experience what I'm going through.
Yeah. So let's ask a question. What can I be for the job that I truly desire, that will pay me more than I can imagine to show up and find me? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poison words. Don't unask it. When you say it's not yet come, I don't know where it will come from. What are you doing? You're confusing the universe. And the universe always wants to prove you right. So the same clearing, it's proving you right in your wrongness. So now you're like, yeah, I actually did not do the tool properly. I didn't do the expectation properly. And you're right in that.
Yeah.
So what can I be or do different to hold this energy of being a question about my job? And what can I be or do different to have so much wonder and curiosity every moment until it actualizes? And everything that does not allow me to hold that wonder and curiosity, and everything that causes me to dip into something that I'm not, will you destroy and create it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. So, say, I think I gave this clearing last. Everything that allows me to make a cake, bake a cake, see a cake, but not eat my cake, will you destroy and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad. And Aarti, we have to hold that energy till the actualization. So I'm asking the question means I have to keep asking the question till things changes. For every second I say, did I do something wrong? Am I not getting it right? I delay the process, because that is how powerful I am. So everywhere you really wanted a new job, but you want to work really hard for it so that it can be something important, and you can tell yourself that I achieved something great instead of tapping into your power of instant creation. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all 9 shots, poisonous. And everywhere, all of you have a strong desire, but do not want to actualize it, because if I actualize it, then I don't know what to do next. everything that brought up and led on for you, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, what, walk, all 9 shots, boys and girls. So we stop it because that's so important. And then we want it, but then if you want it, then you don't have any problem. You get it, you don't have any problems in life, do you? So those are some things that will stop us. So everywhere, I love being lesser, and I love to have at least one problem in my life so that I can know where I'm heading and I can work so hard at solving it, instead of just choosing ease and inviting possibilities beyond my imagination and creating something greater for me and everyone. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, talk, all 9 shots, boys and girls. Sorry, there's some noise. I'm going to mute you guys. Okay, any other questions, please? Okay, if anyone has a question, please unmute yourself. I'm going to quickly check the chat.
Nithya, can I ask one, please?
Yes, please.
It is at being stuck at creating my website, and that is holding me. I mean, I'm no with all this, so but if something can come up on that energy.
Okay. So what can you be to move at your own pace instead of deciding that you're stuck? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all 9 shots, boys and girls. And when you start a website, anything that you start has its own consciousness. So did you ask the website what it requires from you to move forward? So whatever each of my creation requires from me to move forward, and everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all 9 shots, boys and girls. And everywhere I've made time so real that I've decided that I'm stuck, or I'm slow, or I'm not moving at the right pace. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? And make the consciousness of all the molecules of your website tell you in a way that you get it, how to move forward, and make time work for you. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all 9 shots, boys and girls. And everywhere I have a need to control everything in my life the way I want it, instead of allowing it to show up in better ways than I can even want or desire or imagine, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all 9 shots, boys and girls. I was trying to do the same thing for my book. It was getting delayed, and then it was like not at all going, and then I was like, I'm not doing it fast enough. And I'm like, if I decide something, I'm like fast, like I can go like that fast. So but then the way it showed up and the time it showed up was so amazing. It showed up on the right date when I went to a Shiva temple, and someone had come from US, so I could present it to that person at that time. So it shows up at the right time when we don't have to control it, but we have to be in question. And when I say it's delayed or I'm slow, it'll delay the process. So everywhere yes,
go ahead.
Yeah, everywhere I like to make
yeah,
just this question. Everywhere I like to make myself wrong at the smallest thing that happens, so that I can prove to myself that I'm right, at least at being wrong. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, all.
Yes.
Yes, Jaya, what was your question?
See, the website has been a challenge to me also. For several months, I've been trying to get it off, but it's not happening. And another thing I would like from the website is to monetize what I'm doing.
Okay.
I mean, it should facilitate. It should facilitate monetizing what I'm doing.
Okay. So, JMM, when you say my website is delaying, is that a question?
I think it's a statement.
Yeah. And how powerful are you and your statements? So, wrong statement to put out. I think it's delaying. It is challenging.
Yeah.
Life is not a challenge.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. So everywhere I require challenges.
No, the funniest thing is, I think I don't even miss it very much.
Yeah. So let's do a couple of things.
I think I'm not paying attention to it.
Could be, but is that a question or a statement?
What I need is a question which can break this pattern.
Yeah. So let's do a couple of things. Everywhere I've decided my website is too challenging and I've judged myself not to be technical. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poisonous. Whatever is that weird energy that is giving me more information that I require. What can I be to perceive it and get it in a way that creates greater for me? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, poisonous. And JMM website also has its own consciousness, so please don't expect from it that it should facilitate this. So everywhere you've decided your website, your website facilitates, and your website is the money rather than you being that, and you enabling that energy onto your website. Will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, poison. What I saw is it's about being. Even if you have a website, but you don't be that energy of an invitation, the website doesn't work.
Absolutely.
And you can pay so much on marketing. So it's not about the website. What invitation can I be to facilitate consciousness, and what invitation can I be to empower my website to facilitate consciousness and to show me what is required for it to move forward at the right time, and everything that is not you to know, be, perceive, and receive that. Will you now destroy and right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, and all the energies that I've picked up from someone else about websites being hard and websites taking longer time, and that I have a starting problem and that I'm stuck. All of those energies that you've picked up from anyone of you've created, will you now destroy and uncreate all of them for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nature, and just go ahead and launch it. Just launch whatever is there and keep updating. Everywhere I have a need for perfection in everything I do, so I don't even do it. Destroy and uncreate it once and for all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nature, it's okay. Launch
Absolutely. Thank you.
Launch V1 of the website. And then if someone says something is wrong or this is not working, change it. Let it become V2. Let it become V3. Every day, keep updating your website. But then we stop from updating because this is not perfect. That's not good. So it doesn't matter. Get something out and then keep working on it. Yes, Selena, did you have a question?
Yes, I'm wanting a statement to help break the pattern of being in constant fatigue and not being able to maintain a clean and organized home.
Okay. When you say that I'm in fatigue, your body creates more of that. What if you're an energy being and energy is the only truth? So everything that I've solidified that is not allowing me to get infinite energy from the universe to heal whatever my body is going through instantly. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, poisonous. So let's all, today let's have some drinks. What I do is, what can I be or do different to keep continuously drinking the energy, the health drink in the form of energy that the universe is giving me, so that I have infinite energy. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, poisonous. Receive energy. Energy can be in any forms, infinite forms, and energy can transform into anything. So what if there is some energy in this universe that can help you get out of this fatigue? So what can I be or do different to keep drinking that infinite energy and refreshing my body? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all natures, poisonous. And so, Nina, you're very powerful. So don't say I have fatigue, I'm tired. That will become true.
Okay.
So I wonder how I can get out of this. I wonder how I can be pain-free. I wonder how my body can become younger. Even if I feel pain, I wonder how I can. That's the way we should talk. You use this is a beautiful word, wonder. Use it for everything. I wonder how I can sort my office problem. I wonder how this new job can come, even though I have no idea. I wonder. Yes.
Would it be more of a contribution if we ask for ease rather than say pain-free?
Yes,
Would that
whatever works.
be,
Yes, whatever works.
because I find when we add pain to this, clearing, then even when you say pain free, sometimes the body misunderstands. So I've shifted over to ease, and I'm getting very good results. I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, ease is a better word, guys. Use ease. Body, give me more ease. I wonder how I can have so much ease. I wonder how I can get so much money, even though I don't know how. So don't how is not a question. How will this work is not a question at all. And then you put how will it work is a doubt. How will I get this job is a doubt. How will my body recover is a doubt. So you're telling yourself it will not happen. So I wonder how this may show up. That is different. Okay. Okay, guys, I think we're over time. We're just on time. So any last questions? Otherwise, I'm going to close.
Nithya, can I just share this clearing? What
Yes.
can I be or do different today that would give me total ease right away?
Yes.
I was in chronic pain some time back, and I used this clearing like 30 times a day, for 30 days. And this gave me great relief. So I just thought I'd share this for the person who's having some discomfort.
That is so lovely. Would you mind repeating it? What can I do?
What can I be or do different today that would give me total ease right away?
Okay. So I'm going to type it on
this
the
was
chat.
actually a money clearing.
Yes.
But, I just changed it because at that time, money was not so important to me as ease in my body. So I just used this. This was several years ago when I first started Access. Yeah.
It is so
Thank
lovely.
you. I mean, I just find when people are, it kind of dominates your thinking when you're in discomfort. So I just wanted to share that. I hope
That's
that was
so
okay.
lovely. Yeah, it's okay. I've put it on the chat.
Thank you so much.
So choose ease, guys. If you can choose
Thank you,
one thing.
Nithya.
Thank you, sir. Sagari, thank you so much. That was so contributive. So if there's one thing you would like to choose, why would it not be ease? Ease with everything. Ease of life. I don't use the word challenge. For me, it's like when people say challenge, it's like, why do you even want a challenge? I really don't understand. Why don't you just like have fun and take everything with ease? So that was so contributive. Thank you so much. Aarti, did you have a question? Did you raise your hand or are we good? No, I think we're good. Awesome, guys. So have a happy week. Please listen to the recording again. Best time is listen to it in the morning so that your day is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Nithya.
Nithya. Thank you so much, Nithya.
Thank you.
Thanks
Lots of gratitude.
again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
So much. Thank you.
Nithya, looking forward for all the previous recordings.
Yes, I will send it across. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Nithya. Thank you. Thank you, Nithya. My mom also listened to your call today.
Thank you so
And
much.
she's loving it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.